Hello, Libra. It's oh my god, tarot, and this is your December 2018 love reading. What? I don't know why I always do that. I don't know, Libra, but you guys are air signs, and of course you guys know I like to do a little bit of a rundown on you guys before while I shuffle, get the cards ready. You're air signs, so you like communications. You're very mental sign. You're the thinkers, the great thinkers of the zodiac. So also Libras are known, they're the scales, so they're all about balance, so they're good at making decisions for you. You guys are just great at seeing both sides of everything and making a very balanced decision for others. But when it comes to yourself, you're a little bit indecisive because, again, you can see both sides of everything, every decision, so it's hard for you. You're very diplomatic, very partnership oriented. You guys love being in, you love cuffing season. Libra season is cuffing season, basically. Very flirtatious, loving beautiful things because of that Venus association. And sometimes very gullible because you can be charmed. You can definitely be charmed. All right, so let's get into your 3-card oracle theme. First card, Libra, retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Ooh, what's that about, guys? What's that about? Deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Okay, that might be what that's about. Okay, somebody's out here lying. Someone's out here lying. Okay. Ah! Oh my god, there's a fly. Is there a fly? I feel like I saw a shadow of a fly. Sorry, guys. And your last card, trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Okay, so what? Retreats? Get away from it all. There's deception. The situation is calling for you to have faith. Okay, so this might be one of those, like, in the scheme of it all, in the scheme of things. It's a good thing that they showed you who they were. Lying. They all be lying. Some deception. Or maybe the deception, clears up a few things. You realize that there's deception. There's, you retreat. You realize there's deception. It opens up the conversation so that there can be healing. And then the situation, would call for you to trust. That everything's going to work out the way it should. But let's get to your spread. You're self-sufficient. You can do this. You're good on your own. You're fine. All right? So no matter what, in a very traditional sense, you can take care of yourself. Like, you can provide for yourself. Or at least, you just look like you're good. You're good regardless of whoever's around you. So even if there's deception, you're probably very prideful. You're gonna not let people see you sweat. But I feel like there's just a little bit of you having regret on the inside. I think that doesn't show because 5 of Cups is your back facing, but 3 cups of your emotions are just spilled over. There's 2 cups still standing there, but you're bummed about the 3 that have spilled over. So this is like having regret. This is like sudden crap. I should have chose the blue button. But just don't forget that 9 of Pentacles because that's a very fruitful card. It's almost like there's a recognition that you grow out of every situation that flops. So that's like a saying, in Dragon Ball Z. Every time they fail, they come back stronger. It's weird. You guys, another 5 of Pentacles. So you guys are suffering from some loss, or like you're self-sufficient. You've been taking care of yourself, but you guys are kind of bouncing back from a loss and some abandonment, being shunned by people. Maybe perhaps your friend group left you, or they didn't agree with something you did, and they just kind of, left you for dead, or like, I'm not with that. I'm not effing with that. That's not cool. So it might give you some abandonment issues. It might give you some trust issues, and you might be on guard. Working hard. See, this is like funny because like, it's almost like you're self-sufficient and you work hard, and it's rooted in the fact that you're afraid of being abandoned financially, afraid of just having emotional loss, Anything could happen. I think that like a lot of Libras, like they're very prepared for situations. You guys plan for rainy day funds. Like you guys have rainy day funds. You pre-plan, but you work very hard. And I think that's the thing about you that keeps you stable or keeps you distracted. I also think that you guys are dealing with an earth sign of some sorts, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, or just somebody who's really stable, or just somebody who's at work. that, I don't know, like you're where you, it feels like at work or when it comes to pentacles, like your lifestyle, very successful, doing very well for yourself. Okay. You know, like a hard worker, reputation for yourself. And Eight of Pentacles, I always say, is a very Capricorn like work ethic, where you just like focus on a project. It's 100% of your effort, and then after that, then you have your attention. But that's when you realize that all the other things have gone neglected. But also, it's a very admirable quality to be able to have that tunnel vision going for you. But some of this feels like, because there's two fives, that this is rooted in a fear of losing something. Like, I feel like it's in you have this like deep-seated fear of losing a job. It's emotionally damaging, and it's financially damaging. Abandonment, just, you know how it feels when you get laid off or you get fired or whatever. All those people that were like your friends that you see every day, or that you thought were kind of, you had some type of camaraderie with, none of them called, none of them, you know what I mean? Like, you're like, oh, it's like that. It's just business. Okay. I mean, okay. I get it. So now you're able to be self-sufficient, and you've learned those lessons, and you're a hard worker, you know, so you know that it comes down to just doing a good job. And you have this like almost earthly work ethic to you, where you're very professional. All right, let's pull your last card. Ooh, twin flame. So I think that maybe you even met a twin flame at work, you know, because there's a lot of passion that has to do with this whole work thing, or this earth thing. Could have met a earthly twin flame at work even. It could be work, it could be health, you could meet someone at the gym, it could be anything that has to do with your physical lifestyle, which is either your income or how your where you are to work out and improve your overall lifestyle, so health and well-being. You have the Four of Wands, which everyone knows is twin flames card. It's a stability in terms of passion. It's mutual passion that, like, it's like a fire that is burning, and it's equally burning within two people, creating a stable type of warmth, you know, and joy and contentment and just passion. Just, you know, when you see a relationship that's working, but you see a relationship that's very passionate, like they very much like each other, like that type of connection to someone. And I feel like just because it's sitting next to this whole hard work card, this whole focus, determination, good ethic, good work ethic type energy, feels like this feeling is coming from work. But I feel like your work ethic is impressive to them, or in this twin flame situation, because of, you know, these abandonment issues that you've had, it not working out. So now you're like just solid. You've had past abandonment issues, perhaps emotionally. And I think it's just the work thing. I think that if you've ever been fired, it had an effect on you. And ever since then, your work ethic, or how you present yourself at work, whether it's like how you dress, how you act, what you say, you know, how you carry yourself, is now something that is standing out. And I think that it's kind of attracting the twin flame energy. But again, I do think that there's a level of deception. There's a level of deception. I don't know if that's within you or your perception of what's happening, and it might even be just because you have that filter of loss, so you might just be misperceiving this twin flame thing. But it also feels like you're excited, and your excitement for that twin flame like energy is bringing that twin flame in. I see retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. You know what? It feels like one of those situations where you learn a lesson and you experience loss, right? But you have to trust that there's a whole meaning behind it. Like, you know, when you like meet someone and then you think they're it, and like, oh my God, this is it. And then they dump you like they've never been dumped before. Or they dump you like you've never been dumped before. And you're like, oh my God, I thought this was the one. And then somebody sees you crying and they really like you because they've seen you when you were happy, and they give you a tissue and you're like, thanks. And then that person is the one. Stuff like that, like, you know, right out of a movie, like that. So I feel like this scenario, just because there's so much deception, it's like, well, dang, like, what's the truth here? How could there be deception and then I have to trust? It's like you have to wait on karma to sort deception out, because you'll never know which is what and what is which. So instead of you know, driving yourself nuts trying to figure it out, just let karma deal with it. You just stay focused on your work. You know, you just keep drilling at that thing that you give your 100% at, and we'll work out the twin flames thing for you. Don't worry about it, because as long as you're doing well, as long as you're being received or recognized as somebody who is very, you know, successful in some way or another. I'm not saying you're a Nobel Peace Prize winner, but you're doing well in some area, whether that be health-wise or at work, in your career, is admirable, to say the least. lots of earth energy. So, you know, could just be very ambitious, practical, and just setting up a good organized life for yourself. And that's something that's very attractive to a lot of people. And now that it's rooted in because it's rooted in like abandonment and like maybe losing a job in the past, perhaps that's some type of indicator to what you bond over with your twin flame. Like maybe perhaps that's where their drive and determination and their passion comes from too. And when they see it in you, it gives them that special feeling like, oh, I relate. Like I love a hardworking person because I remember a time when insert hard times here, and that's exactly what I'm looking for now. That's what I want. So there it is. There is your monthly reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.